Hello and welcome to Devlog number 8. Today I want to share with you the game we've made for the GMTK 2025 in a team of 5 people, which is called Imagine Sisyphus Happy. This time I will be just showing myself playing the game and speaking while playing it. So the theme for the jam was loop, and we took Camus' quote of Imagine Sisyphus Happy as a core point of our theme interpretation. According to Camus, life is absurd and meaningless, so when we die, we lose everything we do during our life, and he takes it positively rather than negatively. So the way to actually enjoy it is to imagine Sisyphus happy. And we were thinking, okay, how can we imagine Sisyphus happy? And we came with an idea with a clicker, which is an addictive genre, and combining it with QuickTime actions, QuickTime events. And Sisyphus, who is allegedly, according to mythology, was a trickster, he tricked death 2 times. We decided him to actually make tricks while rolling a boulder, and he is streaming it. So it's like a Sisyphus a streamer, a way to make meaning and make happiness out of our regular life, and that's kind of like a commentary on our life as well. Slightly satirical, slightly parody, slightly serious as well. This time we did it in a team of 5 people, including me, another programmer, 1 artist, a pixel artist, and 2 musicians. And this was a very cool experience. I'd say the biggest difference compared to all the previous games I've made or participated in making is the level of polish of this game, and it was a very great lesson in how important the polish is. Definitely increased my requirements of how polished I want to do final form before I release it. And it looks like people liked our game. We got in top 10% in every category, so every category we are in top 1000 out of almost 10,000 games submitted, and our top category was narrative. We got 233rd there, which I am extremely happy about, especially since, frankly speaking, a clicker, narrative, really, and yet we made it. So besides the chat that you probably noticed, the story revolves around changing of scenes, which didn't happen yet, but the idea was to make the game relatable, that it's not just the guy in the ancient times was a Sisyphus. We are, as Camus suggests as well, we are Sisyphus. And this was like our interpretation in terms of narrative. And here you see that like the time passes, and now like some guy is just like pushing a printer along the staircase, and that's kind of like pretty much the same stuff. Also this year Mark decided to abandon overall category, which I understand, because of course not every game should try to achieve maximum score in everything. Not every game needs narrative, not every game should be about enjoyment or creativity even, but we actually tried to do well in every category, so I felt pretty bad about not having an overall rank. So I just ended up scrapping all the data from the Gem website on itch.io and made a table where I got averages and ranks for all the games submitted. I've put this link online, so if you want to look at it, the link is in the description. And according to the average, our game ended up on 223rd place, which is super cool for me, so it makes us in the top 3%. Even more cool for me was how many ratings we received. More than 100 people rated our game, which is like 5 times more than the average, and way more than any of my previous games. So more people played this game than all my previous games combined. which make me both excited and thinking, okay, why did it go so well? And I think the answer is quite obvious and evident. It's the amount of polish we put on the game. And this also made me decide that I want to put this game on Steam. It doesn't mean I will abandon final form, quite the opposite. But given how much polish we already put in the gem version, I think it will make it a good enough, or almost good enough, maybe with slight alterations, to put it as a demo on Steam. And this provides for a great opportunity to actually play with Steam, test it, see how it works, and to have something that's catchy. And maybe it will also convert to building some audience around other games I plan to make, including final form for sure. So we're already trying to put it on Steam Next Fest, which starts in October, and the deadline is August 29, and we almost finished the trailer and capsule art. So looking forward to putting it there and seeing you there and getting some wishlist from it. And so here is the second transition, and this is kind of like a meta transition. The camera moves out, and it shows that not only the Sisyphus is a Sisyphus, not only the printer pushing guy is a Sisyphus, but me, as a game developer, is also a Sisyphus. And that's why we see this game within Godot UI, showing that this is a Sisyphus. And here also QTE changes, and now you need to type commands rather than make like arrows, push arrows to make tricks. And this is to make it feel more like you're coding a game or something like that. And the plan for the full game release is around January. So we plan to add more levels, more tricks, more complex like clicker economy, more variety to quick time actions and stuff like that, and more crazy interaction with chat. The idea is to make it more relatable for more people, because right now it's mostly about Sisyphus, kind of like IT blue collar worker pushing a printer, programmer and streamer. But we can also like talk about different other professions, because in many ways each of us are pushing our own boulder, and when we make it feel relatable in both curious but also like sincere way. I personally have some concerns about making dopamine trap games, because Clicker is clearly a dopamine trap games, but to some extent all games are. So like the excuse I give to myself is we don't try to abuse it to our own like economic benefit or something like that. And we kind of try to make this dopamine trap a point of reflection maybe, and like slight critique, and just some fun. Yeah. Another small news that I also wanted to share is that I'm going back to my PhD program. I'm not sure I've ever mentioned it on this channel. I'm actually doing PhD in anthropology, and I took this year off to learn doing video games. And this year was a blast. It was a very cool experience, and I reflected a lot about how I like doing games way more than I like reading books and writing text. And now I really want to introduce video games to anthropology, or at least popularize it, because I believe that ethnographic video games have a very strong potential, and I probably will do a separate video about this sometime later. But I also got a few classes to teach this year in game design, in prototyping video game, and in play and games, which is more like humanitarian, about thinking about role of play and games in human society. And I'm super happy that my experience with making games this year allowed me to have the opportunity to teach this. Well, by teach is actually not like teach as a professor, I'm not that level yet, teach as a TA, but it's also very exciting. I'm very happy to do that, and I love teaching. The final form also is not abandoned now, far from it. We are just working on art and it takes a lot of time. And now I believe that like having a good art is ever more important than I thought, because I see how much more attention good art creates compared to like my very amateurish attempts in art. So while publishing Imagine Sisyphus Happy, I will continue working on final form, and there is way more work to do with final form. But in Imagine Sisyphus Happy, I also will learn how to review games on Steam, how to connect Steam to it, and so on. Learn some marketing tricks. Like very looking forward to that experience. Also, as I've mentioned, soon it will be a year since I started doing video games. A year ago, I had no idea how to make video game, how engines work, how game design works. Although like I was always thinking about it, but never tried anything. So this year was a blast, and probably my next devlog will be a pretty long reflection of how this year passed. What did I learn? What did work? What didn't work? I think that's all I wanted to share. If you want, keep watching the video just to see the progression of the levels. But that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and see you in 2 weeks.